And hello, kamusta kayong lahat? Sir Lepet nga pala at nagbabalik ka sa channel kung saan ang mga mahirap ay dumadali at ang mga madali ay humihirap. Kung bago ka lang po sa channel na to or kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe, ikaw na bahala. Kung gusto mo kung gusto mo mag-subscribe ka. Okay, so ngayon ang pag-uusapan natin ay about multiplication of binomials. And later, pag-usapan natin ano nga ba yung FOIL method. Siguro yung iba sa inyo ay familiar na dito and yung iba ay hindi pa siguro. Ewan ko, tingnan natin. So dito, we're about to multiply this given binomial. So sa first step natin or sa example number 1 natin, meron tayong multiply quantity x plus 5 and quantity x plus 2. Ano po kaya ang gagawin natin dyan? So nilayo ko muna no, para makapag-focus tayo dito. So first step ay pwede po natin kunin yung x ng x plus 5 and then i-multiply po natin siya dito sa x plus 2. Yan. Yan po ang isang pwede nating gawin. And then, dugtungan natin itong plus 5. Yan. So, plus 5. And, i-multiply din po natin siya dito sa x plus 2. And then, afterward, simplify na po natin. Ano ang susunod na mangyayari dyan? So, by simplifying, we have x times x. If bago ka pa lang po dito, pwede mo ring panoorin ang video ko about laws of exponents, part 1 and part 2. So, dun po makikita ang ating product rule na kung saan applicable dito sa ating first example. So, we have x times x. Ang sagot po dyan ay x squared. Next, we have x times positive 2. That is positive 2x. Then, kopyahin lang po natin tong positive. And then, 5 times x, or addition yung kinopya natin, no? And then 5 times x, we have 5x. Napapansin nyo po nagsasama lang sila kapag multiplication. And then 5 times positive 2, kopyahin natin yung addition or positive, and then 10. And then base sa basics ng algebra, combine like terms. So since yung x squared ay mag-isa lang naman, hayaan lang natin yan. And then we have parehong x dito, and then 2 plus 5, we have ano yung 2 plus 5? We have 7x plus 10. And that's our final answer. X squared plus 7x plus 10. Basic. Okay. Yan ang ating example number 1. Now, let's proceed with our example number 2. So, sabi naman po dito, multiply x minus 4 and x minus 3. So, first step, kunin natin yung x. And then, kopyahin natin itong x minus 3. Then, paste natin. And then, since dahil ito po ay minus 4, kopyahin natin yan. Then, idugtong natin dito, minus 4. And then, i-multiply natin siya dito sa x minus 3. Okay. Okay, and then, simplify natin itong given na to. So, since x times x is x squared lang naman, yun din ang isusulat natin dyan. Now, we have x times negative 3. Ang magiging sagot po dyan ay negative 3x. Next, kopyahin natin itong minus symbol. So, yan. And then, 4 times x is 4x. Okay? And then, we have negative 4 times negative 3. So, i-review po natin ang laws of integers. Negative times negative, ang sagot po ay positive. So, we have 4 times 3, that is positive 12. Okay. Let us simplify further. We have x squared. And then, ano ang kasama niyan? Ano mangyayari dito? So, nakikita nyo po, we have like terms x and x. So, ang pagsasamahin na lang po natin ay itong kanyang mga numerical coefficient. Take note na ito po ay negative 3 and ito po ay negative 4. Therefore, negative 3 minus 4 is equal to negative 7x. Yan. So, sa laws of integer po, negative 3 minus 4, that will become negative 7. And then, kopyahin na lang po natin yung variable which is x. And then, plus 12. So, ito po ang ating answer. Okay? So, let us proceed sa ating third example. Sa third example naman po natin, ang task po natin dito is to multiply x plus 7 and x minus 1. So, in here, ano pong makikita natin? Gawin ulit natin x, kopyahin ito yung x na yan, and then multiply natin sa x minus 1. And then, kopyahin natin itong plus 7. Napapansin nyo po, paulit-ulit lang yung step natin. And then, multiply din natin siya sa x minus 1. Okay, next. Next step na gagawin po natin ay ganito. So, x is equal to, x times x will be x squared. Okay, and then we have x times negative 1. Ano ang x times negative 1? So, we have negative x. Yan. So, parang negative 1x yan eh. But since yung 1 ay omitted naman, since understood na merong 1 dyan, so negative x na lang po yan. And then we have plus 7 times x, we have 7x. And then lastly, we have 7 times negative 1, loss of integers, positive times negative is negative 7. Okay? And then simplify further. Meron tayong x squared, kopyahin na lang po natin. And then we have negative x plus 7x or negative 1 plus 7. So, since mas malaki ang positive, kukunin niya yung sign na positive. So, negative 1 plus 7 is positive 6x. So, kopyahin na lang po natin yung variable since pareho lang naman. So, negative 1 plus 7 is 6x. So, negative 7, kopyahin na lang po natin. And this is our answer for our third example. And then, let's have our final example para dito sa multiplication of binomials. So, ito po palang ginagawa nating process ay tinatawag itong distributive property of multiplication. No? So, dun ina-apply natin yung distributive property of multiplication. Okay? Kasi dinidistribute natin. So, unang susulat natin again yung x. Afterwards, multiply po natin itong x plus 8. Yan. So, remind ko lang po kayo kapag parenthesis, ibig sabihin po nito ay multiplication. Okay. Next, kopyahin natin yung minus 6. And then, kopyahin naman natin itong x plus 8. Okay? And then, let us paste. Okay, so, afterwards, let's simplify. So, x times x squared ulit yan. We have positive x times 8. So, magsasama lang 8x. And then, negative. So, yan, pantay po tayo dyan, no? So, negative 6 times x. That's negative 6x. Magsasama lang po ulit. And then, loss of integers, negative times positive will be negative. So, 6 times 8 po ay alin? Ano po ang 6 times 8? That's 48. Okay? And then, let's proceed with simplification of this. Tama ba yung simplification? Si-simplify natin, no? Okay, let's simplify this. X squared. Okay, x squared. Now, meron tayong combined like terms na naman dito. We have x na pareho. So, we have 8 minus 6. So, yan ay magiging positive 2. And then, kopyahin na lang po natin yung variable x. And then, lastly, kopyahin natin yung 48. Okay, so, minus 48. So, ito po yan. So, this is our answer for our fourth example. Okay. Now, ang ginawa po natin sa apat na example na to ay yung tinatawag nating distribution. Okay, so dinistribute lang po natin ang hinati natin itong first binomial. So, dinistribute natin siya, minultiply natin sa same na second binomial. So, nakuha po natin itong mga sagot na to. Now, sabihin nyo sa akin sa comment sa comment section natin, magsabi kayo dyan kung mas madali pa itong ituturo kong pangalawa, which is yung tinatawag na FOIL method. Okay. So, bakit po siya tinawag na FOIL method? Una, yung F, it means the first. And then, yung pangalawa is the outer. And then, yung pangatlo is the inner. And then, lastly, the last terms. So, lahat po ng ito ay mga terms. Okay, so, first term, outer term, inner term, and last term. Ibig pong sabihin, sa paggamit ng FOIL method ay i-apply natin yung pag-multiply ng first, outer, inner, and last terms nila. So, try natin. So, in here, we have, ano yan? So, by applying the FOIL method, pagsasamahin po natin itong x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 2. Yan. Okay, so magkatabi na sila ngayon. Next, ang gagawin po natin, we're going to apply the FOIL method. Paano, sir? So, first term muna. Pag sinabing first term, ito po yan, yung x at itong x na to. Okay, so we have x times x, that is x squared. Okay, next, Susunod ay outer. So, 2 times x. Pag sinabing outer, sila po yung dalawang nasa pinakamalapit sa labas, no? Ito sila. Etong x at saka itong 2. So, 2 times x will be 2x. And then, I, sa FOIL method, letter I, inner. Yung inner po, yung dalawang magkatabi sa gitna. So, yung 5 at saka x. So, plus 5x. And then, lastly, we have 5 plus 2. You know? 5, hindi pala 5 plus 2. We have 5 multiplied by 2. So, 5 times 2 dahil last term. So, yung last term nito ay 5 and then yung last term nito ay 2. So, 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, and then let us simplify further. So, we have x squared. We have x squared. We also have here 2 plus 5. Ang 2 plus 5 po ay 7. 7x. And then lastly, we have plus 10. Okay. So, sabihin nyo po sa comment sections kung saan kayo mas nadalian. Sa paggamit po ba ng distribution or paggamit ng FOIL method. Kasi po, pareho lang naman po ang sagot nila. Okay. Next, try naman natin tong example number 2 natin kanina. So, i-apply natin ang FOIL method dito. So, FOIL method, kopyahin muna natin. Always begin with copying yung dalawang binomials. So, the first one is this, x minus 4, and then x minus 3. Yan. Always remember, kapag wala pong operation sa pagitan nila na addition or subtraction, ibig pong sabihin yan ay multiplication. Okay, so let us apply the FOIL method. So, first term, x times x. So, x squared. And then, next outer term, we have x times negative 3. Kasi mga out, yun yung mga nasa labas na terms. X times negative 3. That will become negative 3x. Okay? And then, inner term. Inner term po natin ay negative 4. Ito, negative 4 times x. We have negative 4x. And then, yung last term, we have negative 4 times negative 3. Ano sagot dyan? So, negative times negative, that is positive 12. Now, try nyo na pong i-compare kung pareho ang sagot natin. So, x squared. And then, negative 3 minus 4, that is negative 7x. And then, add natin yung 12. Pareho lang po ba? Ito, at saka ito. Okay, pareho lang sila. So, again, mag-comment kayo sa comment section kung mas madali ba ang distributive sa FOIL method or mas madali ang FOIL method. Okay, let's have yung example number 3 natin kanina. So, first step, kopyahin natin itong x plus 7. Okay. And then, kopyahin naman natin itong x minus 1. Okay. So, what will happen next is, let us multiply this first term, x times x. So, x squared. And then, afterwards, outer term, x times negative 1. That will become negative x. And then, inner term, etong dalawa, nasa loob. Yan. Plus 7x. So, plus 7x. And then, 7 times negative 1, that is negative 7. Okay? And then, simplify natin. So, x squared minus x plus 7x minus 7. So, itong x squared, nandiyan na rin yan. Copy na lang natin. Now, simplify negative 1 plus 7. That is positive 6x. And then, minus 7. Okay, kumpara natin sa sagot natin kanina. Pareho lang ba? Okay, tignan natin. Ayan. So, hindi siya makita, no? Pero, ito yon. So, x squared plus 6x minus 7. And then, itong isa ay x squared plus 6x minus 7 din. Again, comment kayo sa baba kung saan mas madali. Distribution or FOIL method. Okay. Next, ito po, gamitin natin ulit ng FOIL method. So, first step, x minus 6. Kopyahin lang muna natin yan. And then, itong x plus 8. Copy din natin yan. And then, afterwards, ano nang susunod natin gagawin? Yan. So, x times x. Ano ang x times x? So, yan ay magiging x squared. Paulit-ulit na lang tayo, no? So, dapat kabisan nyo na yan. So, outer, x times 8. So, x times 8 will be positive 8x, no? Yan. And then, inner term. Ang inner term natin, nilagyan ko na ng negative kasi negative 6 times x is negative 6x. And then, lastly, we have negative times positive. Last term. Yan. Negative 6 times positive 8, that is negative 48. Negative 6 times 8 is negative 48. And then, simplify further natin, we have x squared. So, 8 minus 6, you know, positive 8 minus 6, that is positive 2x. 8 minus 6 is 2. And then, lastly, we have negative 48. Okay, check natin sagutan kanina. So, nakita nyo po, pareho lang sila, x squared plus 2x minus 48. Okay. So, remember, paalala ko lang po, yung ginawa natin kanina ay, this part is the distribution method. And then, itong pangalawang ginawa natin ay FOIL method. At nakita nyo naman po, na pareho lang ang naging sagot nila. Now, mag-comment po kayo sa comment section kung ano ang mas madali para sa inyo. Distribution method ba o itong FOIL method? Yan. And again, maraming salamat sa mga nakapanood nito. I hope makatulong ito sa inyo, sa inyong pag-aaral. Maraming salamat. Again, this is Sir Lupet. Pwede mo itong i-like, pwede ka mag-comment, pwede ka rin mag-subscribe kung gusto mo lang, and pwede mo rin i-share sa mga classmates mo na medyo hindi pa oriented kung ano nga ba ang FOIL method. Maraming salamat. Muli, Sir Japet. Ako ito at nagsasabi na sa bawat problema ay meron tayong solusyon. Dapat tayo ang maging solusyon. At least lang, huwag na tayo ang maging problema. Maraming salamat. God bless you. Di nyo makikita ang saludo ko. Thank you. Ingat.